my name is Tsugo Ikeda, but it's been very difficult for people to remember that, so I ended up using my name, Ike, from IKE. And I'm retired now. I'm 91. Basically, I still kicking. Was interned in an American concentration camp, and in Portland, Oregon, and on to Minidoka, Idaho. Graduated and was allowed to leave the camp and went to Salt Lake City and stayed with my brother and sister. And then I got a scholarship for college at Ottawa University in Kansas. And one of the shocking experiences I had was in Kansas. I went to a barber shop and the barber said he doesn't cut Jap haircut. I was shocked. Way out in the Midwest, racism still abound. And I had the privilege of being drafted in the Army, and after basic training, I took a test and ranked number 5. Number 1 to 20 was the range. And then two months waiting in the cold in Minnesota, attended the military intelligence service training for 9 months, graduated, and I had 2 months left because of the amount of time it took me to go through the training. So the Army invited me, among others, graduates, to go to Japan with no rank, just a private. And we knew that the white soldiers going through the same training got lieutenant rating. So I said, nuts to that, I had enough of this discrimination, and I went on to go to Lewis and Clark College to get a degree in sociology. And 2 years as a social worker at a neighborhood house in Seattle. And then I had the opportunity to apply for and receive the director position at Atlantic Street Center, where I served for 33 years. One of my unique experiences was volunteering at Monroe Reformatory. The Asian director of the coalition there, inmate coalition, asked me to come. But I said I would come under my condition, which is there'd be membership of 5 blacks, 5 Asians, 5 Hispanics, 5 Native American inmates to become part of the coalition. And when I went into the prison, strangely, I felt at home because there were guards surrounding the prison as I had in Minidoka. And I was shocked that usually the inmates fought each other in the prison. And over the course of the 2 years I was there volunteering, they've learned how to trust each other and actually help each other, which is unheard of behavior. So that was a very satisfying experience of facilitating that kind of experience. Then President Reagan was proposing federal cuts of social service funding. And I felt the minority agencies would be hurt the worst. So I brought together a group of 11 Asian American, all minority executives that were available, which at that time were about 11. And became the first most effective minority coalition in the United States. I traveled the country doing a study of coalition building, and we were very fortunate. The fact that there were so few of us, we had no power, but possibly by coalescing, we would have greater power, and sure enough, it worked out quite effectively, politically, financially, and socially, as we learned how to trust each other and help each other. I felt as an agency, we were just playing games with children, and I didn't feel like I had gone to school social work just to play games. And I went into research. After three rejections, we were awarded a National Institute of Mental Health Research grant, 5-year study that extended to 2-year follow-up, and it was one of the top 10 studies of its kind. Then I was a member of the Governor's Committee on Law and Justice for the state of Washington, and each state was going to get federal grant for state planning. And I felt I need to apply because I knew I didn't have the answers. And others applying would assume they knew how and try to convey to the governor's office that they were able to manage it well. I knew I didn't know the answers, I didn't know how to plan, and I knew we didn't have the answers. Well, for some reason, I was on the Law and Justice Committee, and the director trusted me. And I felt I needed to have a wider understanding, and so I was able to get a structural engineer from Boeing to work half-time to provide his structural engineering approach in solving problems. And then I also hired an economist from Boeing part-time. He was a person who had to reduce workforce by 50%. For what year it was the year when they had a major cutback. And as a result of a multidisciplinary approach and openness to take advantage of different professionals, that the end result was we were the highest rated systematic planning model in state planning in the United States. Oh, by the way, the other study, Effectiveness of Social Work Acting Out Youth, was one of the top 10 studies of its kind. I enjoyed the 33 years at the Lansing Center trying to enhance the level of quality of services provided, and the collaboration of all the minority agencies helping each other, and that was very satisfying. I had to, after the state, that minority evaluation project, I suggested to the National Office, the National Institute of Mental Health, that wouldn't it be nice if we got the top study staff together to write a book and enhance the learning, share it with other people. And that was approved, and so your effort once a month in New York City. The Board of Guardians is a Jewish-backed agency, provide the staff to write a book. And then following that, I wanted to reflect whether my Japanese cultural background impacted the way I dealt with tough decisions. And the end result was a book called Ike's Principles. And there are 11 of them that really showed in simple words the culture had a major impact on how I made decisions. I'm now retired and I have a great wife, most knowledgeable, and 4 great daughters. And one daughter happened to, at age 60, got her doctorate in nurse practitioner. And there was quite another daughter, occupational therapist, helped me with my ailments. And I have a daughter who's a civil engineer at Boeing. And after she had 3 sons, she quit and devoted her time to be a mother. And I have another daughter who's a teacher, and she retired. So I'm very fortunate they're all helping me in my rehabilitation and enjoy the life at Skyline.